Before we get off of this, I got to go to Jeannie Mai and Jeezy. So, I do want to hear y'all opinion on this. So now Jeannie Mai, which by the way, as we talk about interracial relationships, Jeannie Mai dated Jeezy. Jeezy the Snowman's Mr. 17.5. You know what I mean? Like he was down with BMF. This is the guy who was getting it in. Okay? The guy who like he's about that life. Right? She claimed that she doesn't like dark meat as the main. She likes it as a side. However, somehow, some way, she ends up with dark meat as the main, and she marries him. She marries Jeezy. And by the way, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and watch her past, comments on whatever show she's on. She said this about quote unquote dark meat, which happens to be talking about dark people, which Jeezy is. So now they're going through a divorce, and the divorce is about to get messy because now Jeannie Mai, who seemingly loved everything that came with Jeezy when she got married to him. She loved the black culture. She loved this. She loved blah, blah, blah. She loved whatever. Now she has to point out things that she don't like no more because it's going to give her a leg up in court. You know what she says she doesn't like? I'll read it. Jeannie Mai Jenkins, and by the way, she still has the last name, continues to deny previous accusations made by her estranged husband that she is gatekeeping their daughter from him. The former Real host, who's 44, refutes claims that were made in late November that she's keeping their 23-month-old daughter, Monaco, from spending adequate time with the father, okay? In the new document, Jeannie Mai's lawyers reiterate the concern for the child's safety. It says it's essential to clarify that Ms. Jenkins' insistence on reasonable safety measures be put in place, such as safely securing and locking away all firearms that have been unsecured in the past, as well as having familiarity and properly trained caregivers, is absolutely not gatekeeping, but rather a responsible effort to prioritize their daughter's well-being. Now, by the way, I can read a little bit more. It says, these requests are grounded in Ms. Jenkins' genuine concern for the party's daughter's safety and security, especially when under the care of others and traveling across the country, and are reasonable protective measures. They're not an attempt to restrict Jeezy's access to his daughter, and they're saying that she's scared about guns that are around and about, and she wants to make sure those things are addressed before she gives him his daughter. I look at it and I think it's interesting, and after I say this, you guys can chime in. She dates the Snowman, Mr. 17.5. She knows what type of guy he is. He's a gangster. She's attracted to that because the type of woman she is, she's attracted to men that seemingly are whatever, right? However, not only does she have a kid with him, she's all good with his lifestyle until it's time to get divorced. Now she's critical of everything she previously ignored or liked. She don't like the fact that he's a gangster. She don't like the fact that guns are around. And she's now putting this in court documents, and he's going to suffer for because a judge is probably going to say, well, she got a point. Why you got guns around? Now, keep in mind, one of the reasons she was fucking a nigga is probably because he was that guy. He's the former gangster or he's a street nigga, whatever the case is. Now she's using the court against him. What do y'all think about, and especially you, Wale, intern, who loves to, I feel like you love to show love or date people from other races who may seemingly identify with how you grew up, or maybe not how you grew up, but like the plight of your people, which you are black, but they'll understand it for a while until it's time to take advantage of it or they need to weaponize it in court or otherwise. What do you think about that?
I mean, she didn't want the divorce, so obviously she gonna do whatever she gotta do to keep Jeezy around. I'm not mad at it because, like I said, she still love him, but Jeezy don't want to be there. So it's kind of like a whole situation of, hey, you got to be adults. Like she hurt. Like I said, yo, she an attractive Asian woman. Yo, she down, but maybe she probably would have allowed that nigga to cheat and do whatever he wanted to. But I guess Jeezy wanted to be free, so you can't control that.
The question that I have was she okay with him being thug before she got pregnant?
That's
Yo,
a great question.
she probably knew that. And the thing about it is, she probably got to understand, like, yo, this is how he got this money. He was his rapper and stuff. Let me tell you something, bro. Asian people love black culture. They love the American black. They love all of that. Of course, she was factuated. Then the fact that he's like African American and he has status and money, bro. Of course, our family loved that. I remember those videos of him going spending the holidays with his family and stuff like that. Yo, she loved that.
I
Mm.
saw a
I feel
video
like
of Jeezy with his daughter. I think they were on the beach. It was like Jeezy. This is like when she was, very small. And I mean, he loves that little girl. You could tell he's like in love with his daughter. And I just kind of feel like, don't you think that, a man like that would do anything and everything within his power to make sure that his child is safe?
yeah.
So it seems like it's kind of a spin to me, like, oh, now I have to, pull out all his thug paperwork to protect my daughter. Like, it just seems sus, in my opinion.
Man, it's not even about the daughter, bro. It's about her
Yeah, she's
because she
scorned.
losing them.
I
Like
feel
a
like she
scorned girl,
hurt.
she'll call the police on a nigga. Like when you get married, call the police on a nigga, say tell them where the drugs at, shit like that. She's scorned. She's being spiteful right now at this point because that's crazy that
I
she'll
just
do that. Like
she should have just kept it B. And when I say keep it B, Beyonce, like keep it quiet, because you putting all these people in your business. Like she just could have. She knew what she signed up for. She just hurt right now.
Mm.
yeah, I'm never telling on my baby daddy so that the police could talking about guns and shit. Like you bringing all that into court. Like that's wild. I'm not doing that. I'm not trying to get somebody locked up that I know is going to take care of my daughter. She just mad right now. I understand
And
why
that's
she
the
mad as
difference
a
between,
woman, but I feel like she going too far. Once you start doing stuff like that, you basically snitching. Like what? It's crazy.
and that's the value of black women. That's what I wanted to add. But anyway,
So I mean, and I guess I would ask this, like, by the way, I like interracial relationships. I have no problem with it. Obviously, I love, if it's black love, I love black love. If it's two people who are Indian who are with each other, I got no problem with that. But if it's a black guy and a white woman, or a white man and a black woman, I have no problem with that. I think interracial relationships are great. I do think that there is what comes into play in times like this. It is what matters between races and just ethnicities, like the differences between us. Like, for example, she was almost acted and acquiescing, like, oh yeah, nah, it's cool for me. Like, nothing about her says that she would date Jeezy, but cool, she's dating Jeezy, right? She's acting like everything was cool, and I have no problem with that until we see this time and time again, where you'll see people who are interracially mixing, they act like they're like naive to the other person's culture, the center. Just like, which, by the way, I'm gonna blame Jeezy for this too. Yo, Jeezy, you knew what it was. You got with an Asian woman, my nigga. In Asian culture, the fucking family's living up in the crib with you, bruh. Why the fuck did you think that you was gonna treat her like Kiki and everybody else? That's why you probably got checked out. Like, oh hell nah, like all this Asian shit they got going on ain't cool with me. But it's the same game she's playing with you. I think sometimes, people have these type of fetishes in terms of race mixing, and they don't really understand each other's culture. Because if I'm hearing that Jeezy was kind of not really with certain shit that was with her, with that came with her cultures and traditions, what did you think it was? You're dating an Asian woman, my nigga. Like, they're gonna, them and their family gonna give it up a certain way, and it's the same way, vice versa. Yo, you're dating Jeezy, my nigga. You're dating a hood nigga. I don't care how he dress it up. You're probably
was
gonna get
Jeezy
these.
ever cheating, Act?
Well, she tried to kind of almost claim that, but Jeezy told Neil Long that black man don't cheat. But I ain't gonna lie to you, like a nigga who was a snowman, who was getting it for 17, Mr. 17.5. I
1732.
don't know, but um, I do believe if it was cheating, she would have made that more abundantly clear. It looked like there was a lot of issues with we're not getting along, with, hey, you're expecting certain shit. I'm not used to that, right? Which this is why I also have problems with celebrity relationships. If you're gonna get married to someone like Jeezy, bruh, I don't know, 6 months and figure out what type of shit she on, because you could tell she is definitely she follows traditions that are in tune with where she's from, just like how
She
you
wasn't
do.
following tradition when she was fucking the snowman, nigga.
Well, hold
Yo,
on.
listen, yo, Act, what's good? My boy, that's it.
Man, listen, bro. He should have went to Japan, got him an anime bitch, bro. Nigga doing the most, bro. Jeezy, you doing the
Nah, you
most,
see,
gang.
and this is what I was talking about. I'm not racist, but all that mixed culture, mixed relationships, it never works. You got that. No one knows what the hell
That's
the
cap.
outcome is. No, no, that's not cap. Listen, Wale, I don't know what happened with you and Black Woman, bro, but you gotta come back home, bro. I'm not sure what's going on with you. Maybe it was a fad. Or matter of fact, you from down south, so most of those Black women down south be looking fake chop. And I understand what's going on. You know what I mean? But there's still some pretty ones out there, bro. But and it all boils down to knowing their history and having relationships with their parents. Wale, if you dealt with a white chick, you think her parents would accept you? You think you're gonna get their blessings? You're not gonna get their blessings. Cause the moment
Hey,
the parents,
Swiggy, you know what they tell me? You know what they tell me?
what they
They be
tell
like,
you?
oh, they say you're not like one of the regular ones. You come from good pedigree.
Nah, that's
Nah,
the most
man.
racist shit I heard all night, bro. What the? Oh man, son, you see what I'm saying? Like all that mixing is not right, bro. I think it was. I think that's just something very trendy, bro.
That's mad racist. So you come from a good literate.
Yo, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. Let me tell you this. I was in college and I was dating this girl, and she was an Egyptian girl. And even though people told me, it was like, hey, listen, let me tell you how these Egyptians give it up. First of all, during the breaks, like there'd be certain breaks in between college. She would go back to Egypt, and I remember her telling me she was like so much in love with me, but she was like, yo, I don't want to do this, but my family is putting me on these dates, and because they believe in arranged marriages. And this whole time I'm like, all right, she
That's
still came
wild.
back, and I'll be fucking her, and I'll be like, you know here's how I was looking at it. I'm like, listen, I know what she's telling me everything I need to hear, that she wants to be with me. You know what I realized over time? What trumps a lot of times, I don't know among us African Americans or black people, but in most cultures, tradition trumps everything. Me and that
Yo,
girl,
Act.
yo, at the end of the day, that girl who basically told me, like, she was like, yeah, my parents is forcing me to do this. You know what ended up happening? She said, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not going against my parents. Nigga, she went and got arranged marriage,
Thank
my
you,
nigga. So
thank
again,
you.
at the end of the day, like, it's not necessarily you. It's like, yo, sometimes people really value where they come from, the system they grew up in, the family. Like, for her to be with me, she would have to go against her entire family, my nigga.
And
Like,
that's the problem with us. Most of us don't have those core values. And when I say us, I mean black people. And it's not really our fault. That was done by design. If you look at a Chinese person, they got their own God, which is Buddha. If you look at an Indian person, they got their own God, which is Krishna or whatever. And if you look at a white God, they got Jesus. So where's ours? We
Well,
Nigga, what do
ours
you
was
mean? There's only
originally
one God out here.
Jesus.
I understand
Ours
there's
was
only one God,
originally
but
Jesus.
no, we're talking about images. There's an image, there's a godly image in every race except black people. That's
That's
the
not
point
true.
I'm trying to
No,
I
make.
have
that's
to.
not
I
true.
have
Not
to
with
rebut.
Islam.
I
We
have to
don't believe
rebut
in
that.
idol worshiping.
You said you have
I
what?
have to rebut. I have to rebuttal that because initially you can go to Ethiopia and find paintings, even in Russia, in Poland,
Look
they
where you
worship
gotta
a
go,
black
sister. You
Madonna.
gotta go all the way back to Ethiopia. I'm in
But
America.
no, no, no.
I
What I'm
go,
saying is that if you look in Poland and in Russia and in those places, they have pictures of black
baby girl, I'm
Madonna.
talking about America. From the American depiction, we have no God, right or wrong. From the American view. Because in America, we see Buddha. In America, we see these Krishna. In America, we see white Jesus, but there's never no black depiction. You know what I'm
Well, the
saying?
only
And,
time
and
that there was a black depiction was in good times when there was a black
eggs.
Jesus.
Okay, now listen. Now academics. Let me ask
yo,
you a question. Could you see yourself marrying outside of your race and getting your parents' blessings? Yes or no?
um, I do think I could see it. I like, what I mean, Nah, I can see it. I can see it. I can see it. Like,
You know,
Yo,
hold
listen,
on.
yo, I don't know what I don't know. All right, I don't know if you dating somebody outside of your
No,
race
no,
right
no,
now, but
no. Yeah, here's the thing. So obviously, I grew up in Jamaica, right? So there, like, my family would expect me to date or marry a black woman, but I'm gonna be honest, like the way how our culture is and how we see shit like this, it's not like almost beholden like to like, for example, when I was talking about that Egyptian girl, it's almost like religious, where it's like, dog, you're going against the very essence and core of whatever. Like, obviously, if I bring a white girl to motherfucking Thanksgiving, my mom might be a little skeptical. She might have to get to know her a little bit extra bit. But I do think my mom would be like, okay, I could tell you really love my son. I'm cool with this, right? What I'm saying about like that Egyptian girl, it was no way. I'm a black male. It was no way. And I'm not, I think she was Muslim or whatever. Whatever she is, nigga. Ain't no way I could have been with her, nigga. And yeah, she came to college and we having fun and we're fucking and we're doing all this type of shit. She would never introduce me to her parents. We could never be nothing more than a thing at college. You know why? Because in her culture, in her religion, no one goes across it just because, oh, you get some good dick or you met somebody else. Like, at least in Jamaican culture, like, we're not like that in terms of, oh, no, you need to marry a Jamaican. No, it's like, obviously be like you were thinking you're going to marry a black chick, but if it's whatever, it's like, all right, cool. But
nah, here's the thing, because my mom is Jamaican. I was born in the Cayman Islands, okay? So me I chat pat talk to you real quick, yeah? So me feel say, uno man them, uno have very, very much leniency for breed whomever uno want. You understand?
all right.
Black woman, we can't do so. We can't do so. No, sir.
You think so?
I really do.
So translate. I think everybody kind of got that, but she's saying that like in the Caribbean islands, especially like Jamaica, and like she said part of her family's from Cayman Islands. Men, it's okay if we go outside the race, but women are kind of frowned upon. That's kind of interesting. Even if I believe you on that, put it like this: it's only among black people that I feel tradition isn't so strong that it will dictate our entire dating history and who we end up marrying. Like, if you ask me what probably is an issue, and this is me just guesstimating, Jeannie Mai and Jeezy, I think she has certain cultural values that cannot be avoided or cannot be moved. And he either has to acquiesce or it's over. Us niggas, we don't got that type of shit. Low key, I know, listen, man, I know some of my homies, anytime it come to, like whether it's Christmas, Thanksgiving, or certain shit like that, man, they feel good about bringing like a chick who ain't black to the Thanksgiving. You know why? It's almost like they stunting. Yeah, I got an exotic one. Like, we actually call people who ain't black exotic. Like, that's like an exotic car. That's like a Ferrari over there. You know what I mean? So I get that. But also, I'm telling y'all why I'm saying that traditions among people who are religious or who are from other cultures, they stand way taller than us. Facts.
Hey, you know how I feel when you the exotic one at the Thanksgiving.
My nigga, you're black. You ain't show up to no motherfucking
brother.
brother. Hold on. Yo, Wale.
This year I was the only black person and everybody else was white.
Wale. With all due respect, you're a black man. If you think you showed up to a motherfucking all white Thanksgiving, no seasoning, no nothing, and you think they're like, here's the exotic nigga. You know what they said? Yo, is this Get Out? Yo, let's get a fucking auction going on. Who gets this?
Great Get Out.
Nigga, you are tweaking if you think that white people, you're the only black nigga showing up to an all-white function. They're like, oh my God, he's exotic. Hell to the no, nigga. You wildin'. What?
No, bro. Hey,
Now,
man.
Wale, what kind of sneakers you had when you went to the Thanksgiving party?
Bro,
What you had on your,
it's no way you thought that, bro.
I was wearing Hey Dudes.
you see what I'm saying? Act. What the hell are hey dudes? And this is the problem. My boy is gone. He's gone, son.
Like I was wearing Hey Dudes. What you mean? I was good. I was wearing Hey Dudes. Man. If you know, you
Oh
know.
man. Yo,
Nah,
Wale,
bro.
shout out to him, Dario, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, Act. They did have some wild shit. They was like, "Oh, this is our family tradition." They had like some broccoli parade. That shit was wild. I ain't know what the fuck that shit was.
And I'm gonna just say this really quick for any woman outside of the race dating Jamaican men. Just know that as long as his mother's cooking for him, he will always be at his mama's house or his side chick that is Jamaican. FYI.
Wait, hold on. Yo, Jamaican men don't cheat. What you talking about, side chick? Hey.
Or the Jamaican baby mama if they got one.
Hey, yo, Wale. So you say you showed up to the white function and you didn't feel weird at all, nigga?
No, I was chilling,
You say
bro.
you felt exotic.
My boy
Nigga, I
felt
was.
exotic, man. I'm
Nigga,
yo,
done.
Wale said
nigga,
imagine walking into Get Out and be like, yo, I feel exotic in this bitch.
Yo, could somebody put what hey do? Hey, Act, could you tell me what hey dudes are? Do you know what hey dudes are? Cause
Hey
I'm
Dudes,
lost.
Hey Dudes are
They like boat
shoes.
shoes.
Wait, how you spell it? How you spell it? I'm gonna Google it right now.
Yes, yeah, let's
Hey Dudes. It's exactly what it is. Hey Dudes.
Hey, dude, shoes.
Yeah.
because
Dude,
my boy
dude.
Wale is really he's not even representing for the black culture. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that shit
It's
fire.
hey dude.
That
Like
shit
Yeah.
fire.
DUDE.
This is the Hey Dude shoes.
Yeah.
My God, yo, Wale, this is what you want. Hey, yo, what size shoe are you, bro?
13.
Oh shit, nah, he yeah,
Yo, hold
Hey,
on, I
yo,
gotta get
real
some
quick,
more
hey,
stuff.
side note, side note. Hey, yo, everybody join the Discord. We're 100 people away from hit 25K. You feel me?
yeah.
Everybody
Everybody
join.
join the
Oh, 100
Discord.
away from
Shout out,
25K.
shout
Everybody
out
get
to
up in there.
Mike.
Hold on. Yeah, I'm about to go get some more liquor. Hold up.